It's a right riot seeing so many rhino. Also the fact that they're so comfortable with us that we can quietly spend time here. There's not much going on. A little bit of a breeze blowing from the sort of northeastern direction, exactly from the rhino towards us. If we had a better sense of smell, we'd be able to smell these. A few lazy bird calls. There's a white-browed scrub robin calling off to our east. Heard a drongo a bit earlier. Pretty lazy afternoon. Oh, there's a little calf coming out a bit more. Look at that, beautiful. It's a big process when the rhino lies down. Not a huge rhino, the one that just laid down, but still big enough. Probably about 1.2 tons or so. 2,500 pounds. Big chunk of meat. And bone, and skin and horn as well. I have to move again. See, this one maybe just starting to start feeding a bit earlier. It's a younger rhino. It's a bit tricky to guess or estimate the exact ages when they get to this size, but probably about 5 years, 4 old. Just in that growing process as well, so it maybe needs to spend a bit more time feeding. Be sure that it gets nice and big, just like mum and dad one day. Speaking of which, rhinos have got a fairly sort of a loose-ish social structure. Your white rhinos, the bull and the cow doesn't actually stay together, so this calf wouldn't have grown up knowing its father at all. They just mate, and as I said this morning as well, very long gestation, about 16 months, so quite a while, almost 2 years. In that time obviously the bull moves on and maybe even changes areas, but then what happens is the calf will stay with the mother for as long as possible, really, normally until she has a next calf. That can be anything from about, at shortest, just over 2 years, up to about 4 years or so, that calf will stay with the mother. Then she has her next calf, and then most of the time the older calf will move away from the mother. Mother will push it away, and then quite often join back again. There's a bit of a long explanation how that all works, but so the mother might have a calf, and the older calf will leave for a while, maybe a few weeks or a few months at most, and then come back and join up again with the female and her then new calf, the younger calf, especially if the older calf is a female as well. So very often you'll find an adult female with maybe a 3-4 year old sort of sub-adult if you want, and then a new young calf, 2, 3 months or 5 months old. So again, it's difficult to say exactly what's going on here, but the group that we saw earlier this morning, 3 of them, of which one was a mature female and the other 2 were sort of young adults if you want, 5 years old or so. It could be that that big female with the little calf is related or is the mother of one of those 2 other sub-adults. I know this is a long explanation, I don't know if I lost you along the way there, but that could be why they've grouped up. Or it could also just be that they're in the same area, so that female with the little calf decided, oh, there's 3 other rhino, we're going to hang around together. There's no sort of major animosity between different rhinos. They're happy to hang out together, maybe for a few hours, maybe for a few days, and then they'll go their separate ways again. The big bulls are typically solitary. They move around and mark their middens and check their areas and push other bulls around and make sure they stay dominant, and then obviously mate with females if they find estrus females.
Sorry to pull you off the vehicle like that. Welcome to Biffle's Hook. Since we have a lot of rhino around Juma at the moment, and we have one that's come down to drink. Give you a nice fuller view of a rhino for a while. Watch him. Maybe he goes for a bit of a mud wallow or something, and we'll get back to the vehicle shortly. As you can see, this is a male, and as Peter mentioned on the drive, he's basically walking around scent marking. See a bit of squirting of liquid as you walk past that branch. Very cool behavior to watch, not something you get to see every day.